We've all got those recipes scrawled on old index cards or maybe just saved on our phones. But what if a recipe, a simple cookie recipe, was more? What if it was hiding a secret, a whole other layer that turns baking into this amazing cultural story? Well, today we're going to uncover the story that's literally baked into one of these scrolls.
Yeah, I know. It sounds a little out there, right? Could a cookie recipe really be a portal to another world? But stick with me on this because by the end, I think you're going to look at your own recipe box in a whole new light. We're about to dive into a kind of culinary mystery, and we're going to start with a part of the story that we all recognize. All right, so first up, we have these standard instructions. This is the English version of the recipe, and honestly, if you've ever made cookies from scratch, this is going to look super familiar. It's clear, it's efficient, it just gets the job done.
I mean, just take a look at these ingredients. Flour, baking powder, cinnamon, butter, sugar. It's the classic lineup, right? These are like the universal building blocks of a cozy afternoon. You could find some version of this list in kitchens pretty much anywhere. Absolutely no surprises here, and that's kind of the whole point. This is just straightforward baking designed to get you one thing, a tasty cookie. And the instructions, just as direct. Mix the dry stuff, cream the butter and sugar, combine them, chill it, roll it, bake it. Boom. These are just commands, A straight line from A to B, from ingredients to cookie. It's all about efficiency. But I want you to hold on to that idea, this purely functional approach, because trust me, everything is about to change. Because this is only half the story. Yeah, just when you think it's a simple cookie recipe, the scroll reveals this whole other side to it. This is where our real journey begins. Okay. So now we're entering a totally different world. This is the Arequiana transformation, and it unveils something called the Lemo Hajar hearth-tone. And listen, this isn't just about translating words from one language to another. Oh no, this is a completely different philosophy of food, of cooking itself. So what is the Lama Zahara hearth-tone? Well, it's this culinary style that infuses recipes with poetic language and cultural meaning. The key thing to get here is that it's not just about what you're making, it's about how you think and feel about it. It literally weaves poetry and a sense of purpose right into the steps. So let's see what that actually looks like. And boom, here it is. This right here shows the difference so perfectly. On one side, you've got cinnamon star cookies. Simple, descriptive. But on the other, you get Nedor Sira Kivara Stara, which means fire sweet star cookies. How cool is that? Instantly, the cookie isn't just a cookie anymore. It has an identity, right? It's got this feeling of warmth, of energy, of story.
And it doesn't stop there. Look at the frosting. Vanilla frosting? Okay, tells you what it is. But the Arequiana name? Vanaka Lakal Shesha. A soft white blessing glaze. See what happened? A simple topping just got transformed into this final, meaningful act. It's not just sugar and milk anymore. It's a blessing. So let's actually walk through these cooking steps again, but this time we're looking at it through this incredible La Majara lens. The physical actions are pretty much the same, but you'll see the whole vibe. The feeling is completely different. Okay, so steps 1 through 3. Sor la farana, mix the flours. Washabatara le sukara talvaren, beat the butter and sugar. Kafera lesher, fold the dry into the wet. I mean, it sounds similar enough, right? But even here, the language just feels a little softer, more evocative. And it's in the little details where the real magic starts to show up. Get this, the recipe doesn't just say stir until smooth. It says to stir until smooth like morning river foam. How beautiful is that? It's not just a technical instruction, it's giving you this amazing natural image to connect with. It takes this simple act in your kitchen and ties it to the whole world outside. All right, next up is a step we all know, chilling the dough. Nalar curin, or rest the dough and cold. Now, in that first recipe, this was just a technical thing, right? You do it so the cookies don't spread out and you can get nice, clean cuts. But in the Recaranara version, this little lading period gets a name. It gets a purpose. And it's called cooling the star fire. I just love that. What was just a boring 30-minute wait is now this beautiful, poetic moment. You're not just chilling dough anymore. You are literally tempering the fiery, sweet energy that you just mixed together, getting it ready to become a star. And the final steps just keep this amazing transformation going. You star shape kitamar, cut into stars. Then you do netter baking or fire baking. You lokal shesa maken, make the glaze. And then, for the grand finale, you don't just frost the cookies. The instruction is to bless the stars. You bless them with that soft white blessing glaze we talked about.
So you gotta ask, right? Why all this ceremony? Why go to all this trouble to elevate a simple cookie with all this poetry? Well, it's because in Araucana culture, these stars are so much more than just a cookie. They mean something. See, these fire sweet stars, you don't just bake them whenever you feel like it. They're saved for really special occasions, things like Love Resonance Day or the Milk Lantern Night Festival or big family gatherings. The act of making the cookies is actually part of the celebration itself. And what they symbolize is just beautiful. They represent sweet fire, a steady heart, and gentle truth. So every single cookie becomes this little package of core cultural values. The recipe isn't just a list of instructions anymore. It's become a way to literally bake your identity, your culture, into something delicious that you can share with the people you love. And all of this brings us right back home, to our own kitchens. I mean, think about it. That chili recipe your family has that nobody's allowed to change a single ingredient in, or the special bread you only make once a year for the holidays. So the real question is, what stories are hiding in your recipes? What kind of poetry is just waiting there to be found in the simple act of mixing and baking? Now, that's a story worth discovering.